But I mean, the only thing I can think of is, I used to like make my own marinades, but now like going to the whole lazy thing, I just get packets.
Yeah, I mean, and nothing's wrong with the packets. The packets are good.
You remember the Cajun chicken I used to make?
Somewhat. I mean, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean,
but
that was good.
I mean, a lot of those flavorings that they got, especially the McCormick ones, they got the bags that you grill up, and they're good. I mean, there's. I don't think I could make anything as good as that.
Yeah, it's almost like not worth the time and effort to,
Right, because it's there. It's right there for you. I mean, at the same time, maybe you're missing out on being able to learn how to create your own flavor or something like that.
Right, but I mean, I already have that knowledge.
Right.
But,
but you can always improve. That's one thing. Or
all you have to do is add whatever you need to add to the flavor.
I find that whenever I cook something, and every time you cook something and you eat it, you always, I do, if I feel like there's an improvement that can be made upon it, the next time around I make it, I use my improvement. I honestly, the first time I make anything, I probably fuck it up.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's normal for most people, but for example, the first time I personally made chicken and dumplings, I bought that condensed soup or whatever the condensed chicken flavor. It's like chicken broth. That's what it is, chicken broth. But I didn't buy the watered version. I bought this straight salty. It was salty as fuck. That's all I gotta say. I did not want. You're supposed to put water in it to mix it up, and I did not do that.
Oh, so it was like concentrate.
Holy crap! It was salty. It was salty, and we have a buddy George that ate it because I would not even touch it. It's just like straight salt in your mouth as soon as you put it in there.
That's delicious, though. Maybe that's why I have high blood pressure.
just put a pile of salt in your hand and go like that. That was the first. That was my first making of
the chicken and dumplings.
Right?
Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean that's fair. Let's transition here a little bit. What the different technologies that have come out on the cooking front, we'll say, over the years that we have been alive.
I mean, there's air fryers.
Well, I mean, let's kind of like start. Obviously they were out before we were born, but microwaves are pretty much like a staple nowadays. If you don't have a microwave, you're probably living in a cardboard box.
Yeah, I remember my grandparents having the first microwave that I ever saw. So, I mean, and that was probably when I was like, I don't know, I want to say like 4 or 5 or something like that. So, I mean, I don't know how long were microwaves around before we were born. I think it was more of like a rich people type thing.
Right. I mean, I think they came out around the 70s and probably started getting like really popular late 70s and into the 80s.
I'll be honest, I do not remember having one growing up until probably I was like
probably
10.
Like 10, yeah. Yeah, that's probably similar for me. Because, I mean, all those, older, generation, they were always, stove and oven.
Right.
Kind of.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's just. I think we're all. I don't know if we're all getting lazier. We're all just trying to make things more
convenient.
Yeah, convenient.
Yeah, I think everything's like a convenience factor now because
there's
there's only so much time in the day, in the week, in the month.
Right.
It's.
I mean, it all gives us more time, but I think there was certain things around somebody actually sitting there and cooking for a while. And
Right, yeah. I mean, but it's just a matter of whether or not you have the time to actually do that.
Well, I mean, nowadays, nobody has the time to do it because they don't make the time.
Right.
If you wanted to do something, then you would have time to do it. Or if you needed to do something, you would have time to do it. But you don't have to do it, so people don't do it.
Yeah, so, I mean, like I said, I just wanted to start with the staple, but, you start talking about air fryers.
Yeah, nowadays there's air fryers around. I had an air fryer for probably a couple months, but I wasn't too big of a fan about it. It's just another thing in the kitchen. I mean, I have an oven. I like baked chicken nuggets just as much as I like fried chicken nugget. Air fried and baked. There's not that big of a difference, personally, in my mind.
Really?
Maybe it cooks slightly faster in a air fryer, but I mean, I put it in the oven for like 40 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever it is, and walk away.
See, now I have a interesting way to go about new kitchen products.
Right.
Would you like to know?
Sure.
What I do is I buy a kitchen product that I'm thinking about buying and give it to my dad for Christmas.
Right.
I let him test it out, and I get a review. And then, if it's a good review, I'll buy it.
Well, you already bought it. You just bought it for somebody else.
Right. But at the same time, you check 2 boxes. Christmas present, and I know how good it works.
Okay.
I know, it's such a dickish move. But... And I specifically give it to my dad because we have a very similar taste palette.
Right. I
bought him a rice cooker probably 20 years ago.
Well, I gave you my rice cooker. He
still has that same rice cooker.
I mean, does he use it? For 20 years.
All the time.
20 years it
all
works.
All the time.
But you have my rice cooker. I brought my rice cooker over here and gave it to you.
Yeah, I mean, I had a rice cooker for a while, but then it stopped working. I obviously didn't get the same brand after I got the good review from the old man.
Right. Yeah, I'm the exact opposite when it comes to, because if I see something like a kitchen thing that I like, I'll buy it for myself, and if I like it, then I'll gift other ones.
No, I need that consumer feedback.
You need the consumer feedback?
Yeah. From a trusted source, we'll say. Because, I mean, if you read reviews and everything online...
But what if it wasn't a good item? So you just gifted your dad something you didn't know, a piece of shit that you didn't know whether it was good or not.
Yeah, at least I didn't buy it for myself.
There's a psychology to that. It's called being an asshole.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. But, I mean, at the same point in time, it saves, me from cluttering up my area and everything.
Right.
Like I said.
You just clutter up somebody else's area.
Someone else's area. That way I'll know if it's a good product or not. I will say that I do think my dad has caught on to this because I used to buy all kinds of kitchen appliances and everything, right? So for my birthday this past year, he got me one of those Ninja Foodie Grills.
He's gonna give back.
Yeah,
you guys are gonna be passing back.
He keeps asking me how it is, and I haven't used it yet because I know he's fucking with me.
He's been doing you favors for years, testing your random kitchen products, and you refuse to do that one item that he sent you.
Yeah. Just out of spite. It was my idea originally. You can't copy off me. You can't do it.
He did?
He did. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and bring the food episode to an end. Either way, I'm glad I got to tell that story. Oh, man. Good time. So if you found any bit of this particular content enjoyable or informative, remember to like, share,
subscribe, and hit that bell button.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am, of course, Gregor Guy.
As in bell pepper.
Bell peppers. I love peppers. Not like hot peppers, but bell peppers.
Right. His name's Guy. My name's Casey.
And
do all that stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 23 of the Bangcast.
The GOAT.
The GOAT, if you are a basketball fan. We talked about food, different food appliances, Guy being an asshole.
Yep, that's how it always is, isn't it?
And various other food-related topics. So, everyone out there watching, enjoy the rest of your week.